And Saint Nicholas finds the children's letters and takes them to the Christ child and leaves behind nuts, sweets, and gifts in the shoes of all good girls and boys. Eric yawned hugely. So what's all that to us? Rosa began to bounce on the bed, grinning. We need to write the Christkindl a letter of course. A letter asking him to bring us a new vater. Eric jerked up, nearly knocking his sister off the bed. A new vater? Are you crazy in the head? Mutti would never. She'd have to, if the baby Jesus sent him. Wouldn't she, Eric? His sister had a point. Their mother was always saying how important it was to take whatever God gave you and be thankful for it. But this was a very big and very important gift. He scratched his head. Well, maybe she would. And it isn't as if Mutti isn't lonely. Sometimes, when she thinks I'm not looking, she still cries. I know she misses father. And grandfather could sure use help with all the ranch work. I try, but I'm just not big or strong enough yet. And he's not been feeling well these past few months. Well, I'm lonely too. Rosa slipped her braid end back into the corner of her mouth. I miss having a father, someone to sing me to sleep when Mutti's too busy to do it, someone to carry me on his shoulders, and now that it's winter, someone to pull me on my sled. She nodded resolutely. Yeah, we need a new father. The more Eric considered it, the more he knew his sister was right. Who would have thought such an idea could come from a girl, and a very small girl at that? But it had, and he wasn't such a dumb cop that he'd ignore a wonderful idea, no matter its source. Yeah, you're right, Rosa. His mind racing, Eric drew up his legs and rested his chin on his knees. We do need a new father. And who better than the Christkindl to send us the perfect one? Mutti, Mutti, es schneit, es schneit! Hearing her daughter's excited cry later that afternoon, Anna Hannack glanced up from the loaf of bread she was kneading. Beyond the lace curtains framing the ranch house's kitchen windows, fat white flakes were indeed floating lazily by. She smiled, wiped her flour-coated hands on her apron, and walked to where her daughter stood with her button nose pressed to the rapidly frosting glass. Yes, Rosa, Anna said, putting extra emphasis on the words. It is snowing. You must remember to speak the English, not German. Ach, she knows the words well enough, Mutti, Eric muttered from his seat at the other end of the kitchen table. She just gets excited and forgets. She sucks on her hair and forgets to speak English all the time at school. And then the other children are very quick to correct her. Anna frowned and glanced back at her son. Ever since the death of Anna's husband, Carl, a year and a half ago, her daughter had reverted to some of her more childish behaviors. But not in an unkind way, I hope. The other students don't make Rosa feel bad or cry, do they? Eric shrugged. Most don't, but then many of them at least know Deutsch, even if they don't speak it. German, Eric. It's called German in America. Ja, ja. Her son expelled an exasperated breath and returned to the wooden horse he was carving. I know. With a soft chuckle, Anna turned back to her daughter. Look at how fast the snow falls, Rosa. We'll soon be covered in a blanket of white. But, Mutti! Rosa wheeled about so quickly her braids all but slapped her cheeks. How will Sankt Nikolaus travel through the snow? What if he gets lost and cannot find our house tonight? Her rosebud mouth trembled, and tears filled her bright blue eyes. Tonight was Nikolausabend.